Welcome in another day. Today is September the 20th, coming to you live and direct. Wnba Picks. We back at it, y'all. We back at it. Yesterday was actually a pretty decent day uh, in WNBA. We actually had one game. We actually had two games yesterday, but we just took. Uh, we had one game, one pick on the WNBA, and they actually cashed. Yesterday, if you guys were listening in and watched the show, I suggested that the Minnesota Link would in fact cover the spread, the 10.5. They actually almost won the game. The game went into overtime. They couldn't quite pull it out, and they end up losing the game by 5 points, 90-85. And then in the baseball, I believe we had what, one, two, three, three. I think we did one of had like one pick, right? Haven't been doing too well on the baseball, guys. But the WNBA has been pretty good to us, to say the least. So let's go and move right ahead to today's game. Actually, we have one game today in the WNBA. Game 3 between the Minnesota Link and the Connecticut Sun. The Sun are actually on the road. And I've been watching a lot of post-game interviews after the game 2. Game 1, Minnesota lost by 30 points. And then they came back game 2 and actually stole game 2. Um, and they actually won game 2, 82-75. And the spread was 9 points. They covered the spread. And then today, the game comes back to Minnesota, which gives Minnesota the home court advantage. And I was listening to the video or post game show from Coach Reeve from the Minnesota Link, and she made a comment or a statement saying that the pressure wasn't really on him, that the pressure is on the number 3 seed, being the Connecticut Sun. And of course, Connecticut Sun has they just announced that Stephanie White, who was their head coach, is the coach of the year. So today is going to be, I'm telling you, it's going to be crazy in Minnesota. I think it's the Target Center is what it's called. But today, guys, I think the point spread is like 5.5. Of course, Minnesota is the home underdog. And man, I'm telling you, Minnesota, a lot of people not giving Minnesota a chance. I just put it to you like that. But I'm led to believe that Minnesota will definitely cover the spread today, if not outright win the game. And yep, I said it here first, guys. Minnesota is actually going to possibly upset Connecticut. Uh, this may be a perfect birthday gift for Coach Reeve. Today's her birthday. In fact, I want to say I just noticed that Tiffany Hayes, who plays for the Connecticut Sun, her birthday is today too. So I guess it's going to be a battle. You're going to have both teams really playing for making it to the semifinal. But I think it's going to be a lot more personal when it comes to these two teams. I think Connecticut has lost the past 6 or 7 years in the playoffs. They haven't made it, to back to the final. And the Minnesota Link, with their coach, she's been there for at least about 12, 13 years. She's actually won championships with the Minnesota Link. I believe she's won 4. And she hasn't won a playoff series since 2018 or 2017 was the last year that they won the championship in Minnesota. So I think that this is going to be a nail biter. This game is going to actually come down to tooth and nail wire to wire. And like I said, we're taking the home underdog with the points to cover the spread and to possibly outright win the game. So that's all we have today. Like I said, we're just gonna make these brief. If you could hit the like button, share, subscribe. As you can see, these are quality picks. We're cashing. We cashed yesterday on the 10.5. We cashed. I'm going to cash today. So let's get ready, guys. What y'all want to do? I'm going to make it happen, Captain. Today, tomorrow, all I do is win, no matter what. But that's in life, that is. Mind over matter. So yeah, today, guys, we're looking at the Minnesota link to cover the spread at home against the Connecticut Sun, possibly upset the Sun and outright win the game. Again, these are just my predictions based off of my understanding and my research and my knowledge. I'm not here to tell you what to do or how to do it. I'm just sharing my input and my opinions with you guys here at LLDR Picks. If you could, like again, I said, hit the like button and the subscribe button. And we out.